Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday. Hope that you're doing well. Hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and good to be on with you on this fine day, on this uh, last Monday of March. Today is March 25th, and that means there's only 9 months until Christmas, and that's exciting stuff. And here we are coming down. It's hard to believe we're down to the end of March already, and I don't know how many of you are into the March Madness basketball tournament, all that good stuff there. Been some tremendous basketball played, and I haven't seen very much of it, but it's what I have seen has been very exciting, and man, it's just a wonderful time of year. Once again, good to have you on today. Hit that share button really quick as we get started. We're going to be in Daniel chapter number 4. Want to thank all of you who were able to get on and view the church services stream yesterday. Maybe some of you might have even gone on afterwards. There are a few things that we've got to get squared away. That was the first time running it, and so we should have put an asterisk by it or something, kind of warning you. We still have a few sound issues to work out, but man, the quality of it was good, and we look forward to getting all of that figured out and squared away here as we progress and as we improve upon the live stream. But thank you, those of you who got on. A good number of you shared that yesterday, and so thank you so much for that. All right, here we go. Daniel chapter number 4. Once again, we're looking down at verse number 9. If you remember from last Friday, King Nebuchadnezzar has had a dream once again, and he's actually writing this, Daniel chapter 4 here. He is writing this and giving really his story, telling about telling about how he's messed up and all of that. We're going to see that, how he sinned and so on. And we know that he has this dream once again, another dream. And he calls in all the magicians, astrologers, soothsayers, all of that, just like he did the first time. And just like the first time, they could not interpret the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had had. And so Daniel comes. We see that in verse number 8. But at last, Daniel came in before me. Daniel being the one from last time that God used to interpret his dream. That's kind of where we left off our last time together. And so let's look at verse number 9 here. And look at what happens with Daniel's now involved. He's on the scene in this, okay? Verse number 9. O Belteshazzar, remember that's Daniel's name, his Babylonian name. O Belteshazzar, master of the magicians. And so that kind of puts my mind right away. If he's the master of the magicians, why didn't Nebuchadnezzar call him in first? Why didn't he just skip everybody else and all that? Say, Daniel, got an issue again. Come on, let's see what it is. And then he says he's the master of the magicians because I know that the spirit of the holy gods is in thee. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar knows that within Daniel is something special, and he doesn't have it down completely just yet. But he says the spirit of the holy gods is in thee. We know there's only one true God, and that's the God Jehovah God. And he says, and no secret troubleth thee. Tell me the visions of my dream that I have seen and the interpretation thereof. So once again, Daniel is hit with this tall task here. All right. Then verse number 10. Thus were the visions of mine head in my bed. I saw, and behold, a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height thereof was great. The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to the end of all the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it were meat for all. The beasts of the field had shadow under it, and the fowls of the heaven dwelt in the boughs thereof, or in the boughs thereof, and all flesh was fed of it. So this is a tremendous tree that has grown and continues to grow. It's a strong tree. And the leaves were fair, the fruit thereof much, and they fed many. Okay, it says and all flesh was fed of it. And so the entirety of the earth is fed and influenced by this tree. Verse number 13, I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher, and a holy one came down from heaven. He cried aloud and said, hew down the tree, and cut off his branches, shake off his leaves, and scatter his fruit. Let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from its branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of its roots in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass and the tender grass of the field. Let it be wet with the dew of heaven. Let his portion be with the beast in the grass of the earth. Okay, and so we've got this watcher. That's Nebuchadnezzar describes this watcher in the heavens. Comes down, cuts down the tree, shakes, hews down the tree, cuts the branches off as well, and shakes the leaves off, scatters the fruit. The beasts, the birds, they all flee from the tree. And then what's left is a stump, a couple tools there, and it's made wet by the dew from heaven. And then look at verse 16. Let his heart be changed from man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. And so we've got this portion, this individual be with the beast of the grass. His heart has changed from a man to a beast, and 7 times. So 7. I think we're gonna see later on what that means. So 7 years. This is going to be the reality. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. It setteth up over it the basest of men. And so the decree of the watchers, okay, gives the purpose of the dream. It says to, right in verse number 17, to the intent, here's what it is, that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. And so the purpose of this dream, the purpose of what is going to come to pass, is so that mankind will know who God is and that he is in charge. And all the earth will know it. Verse number 18, this dream I, King Nebuchadnezzar, have seen. Now, thou, O Belteshazzar, declare the interpretation thereof. For as much as all the wise men of my kingdom are not able to make known unto me the interpretation, but thou art able, for the spirit of the holy gods is in thee. So once again, Nebuchadnezzar recognizes there's something special about Daniel. And at the end of the account of this dream, we find the reason for it is that the one true God will be revealed to all of man, and that God is in charge, and he setteth up over the basis of men. He sets up kingdoms just by the basis of men. Okay, and so that's the dream that Nebuchadnezzar has had. We know he's troubled by it. He's called the magicians in. He's called the soothsayers in, the Chaldeans in, just like he did before. But he trusts Daniel, because Daniel, there's something special about him. Nebuchadnezzar, I don't know if at this moment realizes to the full extent the God that Daniel serves. But he knows there's something special. And I want to encourage us, just like Daniel. Daniel purposed in himself that he would not defile himself with the king's meat. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they said, hey, we will not bow. They're thrown in the fiery furnace. God delivers them. I don't think Nebuchadnezzar quite knows who the God that he's dealing with. For several times, he refers to Daniel as being the one that is filled with the spirit of the most holy of gods. Okay, he notices there's something special, and let me just kind of encourage you in this way today. The people that you are connected with, okay, your family, your friends, your coworkers. You can fill in the blank with the people that you're connected with. They ought to know, at the very least, they may not know the God that you serve. They may not know your Savior, Jesus Christ, but they ought to know and recognize that, hey, there's something different about that man. There's something different about that woman. And so I want to encourage you, hey, let's be that peculiar people that we're called in the New Testament. Let's be those faithful ambassadors of Jesus Christ, so that others, they see that there's something different. And God, may that cause them, and may that cause them, to realize that the God that we serve is real. The purposes of the purpose of this dream is so that God will be revealed as the true Most High God. And that's where our life is to be pointing people to the one true God. All right, we're going to end with that today. Hopefully, this is a blessing to you. Let me encourage you to hit that share button if you haven't already done so. As you can see, we've got that happy birthday sign right up here over my shoulder. We celebrated Pastor Barnett's 91st birthday yesterday. What a blessing that was. And so thankful for him, his encouragement. And if you weren't able to make it to service yesterday, I would encourage you to come on out for our next service. It'll be Wednesday, and hope to see you then. All right, let's greet those that are on live here today, those that are commented live as well. Be sure, and if you are watching throughout the day, comment as well. Ingrid, good morning to you. Have a great day. Love you. Brian and Cindy, good morning to you both. Cliff and Karen, good to have you both on. Lynette, good morning to you, and good to have you on today. Jody, good morning to you. Hope that you're doing well. David, good morning to you, and also good morning to your wife. And I was just made aware of your wife's name yesterday, and so David, good morning to you, and Claudia, good morning to you as well. Praying for you both. Understand you've got some unique challenges heading your way, and so praying for you. Dennis and Geraldine, good morning to you as well. Hope you have a great day. And Luke, let's dare to be a Daniel. I love that. And we need to dare to be a Daniel. Love that song. What a great reminder it is for Daniel to just simply stand up for what's right and point people to the God that he serves. And that's what we need to do each and every day. All right, we're going to end with that this morning. I hope you'll have a great day. Let me just kind of put this bug in your ear. I know we're just now getting into the week. Don't forget this coming Sunday for our Easter services. Our service is going to start at 10 o'clock, and that's different from our normal time. I think our morning service is going to run maybe a little bit longer with our choir program. And then also we'll have that Easter egg hunt, and so don't want to get too far into the afternoon and steal your afternoon there. So we're moving our services up, and so please keep that in mind. Jot that down. 10 o'clock start time for our service on Sunday. There will be no evening service, just that 10 o'clock service. There will be coffee and donuts. So I would encourage you to come early so you can fellowship a little bit before the service and enjoy a donut. And so we'll be reminding you of that throughout the week, and just want to make sure that you're aware of the events for the weekend. All right, Lord bless you all. Have a great day, everybody. We'll touch base again tomorrow morning.